Welcome back to the Celtics Nation Rise podcast. I'm your host, Griffin Aldridge.
Your co-host Luis Gomez.
And I'm your co-host, Kyle Sullivan.
So we are back. We're 4-0. Kyle, take it away. I look for something. While I look for something.
I love it. We look really good, man. I mean, 4-0. We can't ask for any more, man. I mean,
No,
we're playing well. We're playing really, really well right now. I love it.
Lewis, what you got?
We're 4-0.
We are.
Like,
Was it pretty though? Was it pretty? That's what I want to start off with, kind of.
um,
De-
there
Definitely
was a
not with the Pistons game.
yeah.
All
There's
right,
things that we have to fix, but we will take the 4-0. You know what I mean?
take 4-0. I feel
Yeah,
like we're spoiled as Celtics fans because we had a great game against the Knicks. And
Yeah,
expected that to be the normal thing every game, and that's just not going to happen. There's 82
yeah,
games in the season where I don't know, like right now we're undefeated, baby. But as of right now, there's no we're not going to lose a game right now because we're undefeated as of right now. If that makes sense. Like obviously, there's going to be ups and downs, so we're
yeah.
spoiled. We're spoiled from the Knicks game for sure, but. I want this to kind of be the song. I won't play a lot of it because I don't know if it's copyright, but you know what? We're 4-0, baby. The Boston Celtics. Oh. Yo, ever since I saw that, bro, I know it was like kind of the Magic's stuff, of course, but like, yo, me and my brother last year, the whole championship run, he has wiener dogs. So what we would do is we do the wiener dance. It sounds like, and we play that song after every win. It was like crazy, but we got if we have a stretch that we're like undefeated on the podcast, we gotta play that song at least once, or if like good things, you know. But
Maybe you and your brother should do. You and your brother should
have
record yourself doing the dance.
the wiener dog dance. All right, Lewis.
There's no videos of the Wiener Dog
I
dance.
don't, bro. I don't, which is stupid. I should have it. I know. I know. I'm not even prepared. Like we did the wiener dog dance, and we don't even have the wiener dog videos. Like that's
It was
Lewis.
something that came out natural for you.
Yeah, I know that's like there was no influence. We just do it for us. We thought it was fun. Like it was like a win after every win. After every play
Yeah,
we did it and we
you
had
have to keep doing it
yeah, the
if
wiener
you're
dance.
winning.
The
Yeah.
wiener dance, the wiener dance. That's and we play that song. And it's funny with the championship, we'd play that song like how many times? We play 18, no, not 18 times. I think we played 8 times.
Wow.
8 times. And it was funny. I know.
That's funny.
So, what's your takeaway? I just want to hear what you got. It's been a while. It's just us today. We got no guests. What's your takeaway? What you thought about the week? Just in all.
Me, right?
Yeah. We'll
Okay,
go into
okay.
the games after. I just want to hear what you thought. Kyle's
Okay.
4-0,
I
baby.
went
4-0.
I'm not gonna lie. We're 4-0. Everything's good, undefeated right now, but there's a lot of things that should be fixed. Like game one was so good. Bro, wow, that was
Yeah,
so everything
we
was
looked
so
so good.
perfect.
Can I interrupt
Yeah,
real quick? We
Yeah.
were so spoiled that night, and I feel like as Celtics fans, we're expecting that to be the normal. And there's gonna be kinks in the hose, you know?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
there's gonna be stuff that we need to solve throughout the season, which every night we're not gonna have an impressive night like that everyone's locked in, everyone's toned in, because realistically, we're a basketball team and we have issues too, you know? We might have the best team in the NBA, but we still have problems that we need to fix, you know?
Yeah.
For
And
sure.
I also feel like, it's a regular season. Sometimes people don't play 100%, because
I
it's
noticed
Yeah.
that.
it's
Yeah.
it's hard. It's
It,
hard.
you
I mean,
definitely
yeah, especially at the beginning of the season though, too. Like
Mhm.
everyone's just trying to feel it out and
Eh,
everyone's
eh,
just trying to get their rhythm.
yeah, and I noticed with the Wizards, you tend to see the Celtics kind of slacking off. Like the first two halves, we were talking about this, and I actually watched the recap, so that's what we're doing too. A Celtics recap after the games. So actually go watch that once. Kyle's gonna join us occasionally. Kyle's gonna be the fill-in. You know, we talked about that. That's what he
Sure.
wants to do. He's co-host and a fill-in for that. But we talked about that, and I actually watched the recap, and I hate what I said because yeah, we look like we had I think 40 something point. No, it was 30 something. If I go look and like go back and look, I'm gonna look how many points we had in that first. It was a good first, but I saw the Celtics crush the Knicks a day prior to that. So I expected us to come out with the same intensity we did. Overall, I think we had like a good game against the Wizards. Like I can't I can't discredit it, but like I feel like we could have done better for sure. I mean,
No, for sure.
and then
For
Tatum and
sure.
Brown both had good games. We gave the MVP to Brown. It was his birthday, and I think the stats were just like a little bit better. So going back to the recap really quick, Kyle is actually if I'm putting this up right now. If Lewis and I have a tie for the MVP, we're gonna text Kyle and he's gonna decide who it is. You guys like that?
Sounds good. It
I
sounds
like it.
good.
All right,
I
so
That's
like it.
nice.
so who here watched the Wizards game? Did you guys both?
I watched it. Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah,
All right,
me too.
you guys just missed the Pistons game a little bit, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was my
Uh,
brother's birthday.
so, so what was? We'll start off with Lewis. Let's hear your takeaways from the Wizards game. We'll start off with that. We covered the Knicks game. Let's start off with the Wizards game.
I really like White, Derek White. He had a pretty good performance, even though he's not the top guy like in that game. He's not like he wasn't the MVP, but there's things like he did that really matters.
Can I add something onto that too?
Yeah.
With Derek White, I feel like in the Pistons game especially, he he like and that's why I'm actually I'll come to this when we talk about it, but in the games I've seen from Derek White, a lot of the players seem like they don't want it. But like that's not the case. Obviously they want it, but Derek White shows the most heart on this team
Yeah.
and shows the most hustle. I mean, how tall is he? And he blocks Giannis. Like he has the most I think right now, I think he's just under the most. He might no. I think you guys someone look up the stats for how many blocks he has this season. But like last year, that was crazy. Like the blocks he had last year, and he's just showing so much heart and hustle. Like you're gonna see that all year from Derek White. Lewis,
Yeah.
so continue. Sorry, I just had to add that on there real quick.
Not like he had pretty good performance. Also, Jaden Brown was the MVP for that game.
It was his birthday, but
It was yeah,
for
but
Brown
Yo, let me add real quick. Well, White has 4 blocks.
this
He has
season.
4 blocks.
Oh, I thought it was more than
What?
that.
Yeah, White.
But for the
Four blocks,
start,
yeah.
I think he had 3 blocks one game, and then I don't know what game that was, but
I know he had a block versus the Bucks versus
yeah,
Giannis, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, that was
was
sick.
it Horford? No,
yeah,
I think it was Derek White. I'm pretty
I
sure.
think it was White. I think it
And
was
then
White.
Horford had a block against him too.
Yeah.
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 We'll get into that for sure though. But what was your takeaway though? Continue. Sorry, Lewis, I didn't mean to keep interrupting.
Oh, you're good. You're good. What about like who you really liked in that game? Like who is someone that you were like,
Was it Kada that had those good minutes? I think it was Kada.
Kata, he
He
did
had
really
Kata had
good.
12 and 7.
12 and 7.
He had
12 and
12
12
points.
point 7 rebounds in
How,
14 minutes.
in 14 minutes.
I
Yeah,
know.
that's
And
yeah.
that's going back to kind of what I said last podcast, like how he gives off Robert Williams vibes.
Yeah.
Like, I think the thing he lacks, though, and we see it with Porzingis, is him bringing down like off that alley oop, like that big slam. I feel that's what we're missing, but like that'll come. I feel like once you give him more minutes, you're gonna see that coming.
Yeah.
They're not giving him a lot of minutes right now. A lot
Yeah,
of minutes.
14 minutes, like they
The,
gave him.
the,
Yeah.
the thing is like they're splitting minutes with Tillman, Cornette, and him.
Yeah.
So it's
He
like
haven't. There's like games he hasn't played after like
Oh
that
yeah.
performance.
yeah,
Which, yeah, and it's
I would
like,
love to see him more.
yeah, I would
I
too.
me
would
too.
love
I
to
would
see
I would
him.
love me too.
And he's proving
Yeah.
himself too. It's one thing if you're not proving yourself, but if you're proving
Yeah.
yourself and you're like getting like deserve those minutes, give him those minutes,
Yeah,
especially against
definitely.
the Bucks game. He should have got those minutes. Like
Yep.
obviously, matchups are
Yeah,
different,
he should have.
stuff, but if you're deserving those minutes, give him those minutes. That's it.
Yeah.
Kyle, what are your takeaways from the Wizards game?
I thought we looked really, really good. I thought
You've mentioned
we were
Pritchard.
shooting the ball well, and yeah, Pritchard looked really great. I mean,
Yeah,
Pritchard shooting the ball.
Pritchard.
He's
someone
shooting
mentioned
the
that buzzer
ball
beater.
like
Buzzer beater.
yeah. That buzzer beater was crazy, bro. I
Dude,
can't believe. I mean, I know it didn't count, but like they should have just counted it just to count it because that guy just literally is like a wizard with the buzzer beaters, man. He just like has a thing for those. Like if you put him in like a half court contest, like when those people
he
like
really
shoot for like
does.
the cars and the money, bro, he would just bang those all the time, bro. He's just
Lewis.
like him with those.
Lewis, can you look up if there's a stat to see? Will you look it up? How far was Peyton Pritchard's buzzer beater that didn't count against the Wizards? I wonder if there is a stat. He's gonna look that up really quick. Yeah, no, I agree with you.
Yeah, insane, bro.
He's
I mean,
crazy.
he's playing like a six man of the year candidate right now.
That's
Literally, bro.
that's what I was gonna say. I think so. I did a thing with my sister's boyfriend that at the beginning of the season we both what's it called? We picked like the candidates for MVP and stuff, and mine was originally Nas Reed. Now I asked him, like I thought Nas Reed won it last year. I think I thought he was gonna go back to back. I'm pretty sure he won it last year, but I asked him the other day. I was like, I know it's early, but can I switch it to Pritchard? So the takeaway from this is early six man of the year candidate, maybe, like that was crazy. That was far, man. That was far. That was almost like full court.
Bro. And the thing is too, the contract that Brad Stevens got him on is crazy, bro.
See,
It was 4 years, 30 million. I mean, that is so cheap for him.
and the thing you think
That's
back, like
insane.
I'm so happy he's here and I want him to stay here. I feel like he'll get his role he deserves eventually when Drew's older or when Drew's done with the NBA.
I honestly think he's gonna be the starting point guard in a few years when Drew retires.
Yeah,
I
that's what
think
I was saying.
he's
Or
for
maybe
sure.
three or four, maybe like
Yeah,
because yeah, I think he needs to develop more, but
yeah,
he looks nasty. Peyton Pritchard
yeah.
looks nasty, and it makes you wonder if he was on another team, how good would he be? Like if
Bro,
he,
like put him on like the Wizards or something, or like the
how good
Pistons, or
would
like
he be?
bro. Imagine him with like replace like him with like Chris Paul on the Spurs. Imagine like him and Wembanyama.
Let's not think
That would be
about
an
that.
underrated duo.
I like Pritchard Pritchard could stay where he's at, But yeah,
Yeah,
that would
he's nice.
be crazy. That would be crazy.
That would be great.
Really quick though, I want to go with my takeaway from the Wizards game. I pretty much said it, but like one thing I did notice, and it's sad for all the Wizards fans out there. Have you guys even ever met a Wizards fan? Like, uh, I'm scratching my head. Like I've seen the Hornets fans with.
I mean, on Twitter maybe because I follow like
Have you?
people on Twitter.
I have
I haven't like
none.
met one, but I know like people on Twitter, I guess that like the Wizards. But
I have
I
rarely
feel like
met
they're
one
more
before.
more so the John Wall slash Bradley Beal.
Bradley Beal, yeah, Kelly Oubre type, yeah, like the
Yeah,
2016,
or like
17.
Porzingis maybe like, but like,
Yeah,
did you guys see on the Celtics broadcast too? There was a Paul Pierce. I'm, I'll pull it up in like a clip or something, but there was a Paul Pierce Wizards jersey. Who sees that? Who sees that?
that's crazy.
You remember him playing for the Wizards? I think I
Yeah,
do. But
I
like,
remember the shot he hit when he banked it in the game winner.
oh yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, when they're like, did you call bank? I called game. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, but it's sad. Like that arena was empty, first of all. And you, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for laughing. We're spoiled again. We have such a great fan base. That arena, TD Garden's always loaded with
our
people.
fans travel. Our fans could travel, man. Like,
But
Yeah.
so they announced the Wizards, and it's like crickets. But then when the Celtics come in,
yeah, your place goes
it's all
nuts,
applause.
nuts. Yeah,
It's so it was like having another home game, and it makes me sad, and it makes you wonder, will there be relocation for the Wizards in the future? It makes you wonder that.
I could definitely see it, but as of
It,
right now, probably not. But
oh
Yeah.
yeah, as of
Not
right.
right now.
Yeah, no, but it makes you wonder. Like, I mean, there's areas and lot like obviously I'm not saying this could happen, but it makes you wonder because it's like kind of like the Expos. Uh, for the
Yep.
MLB fans out there, it was kind of like them where they had to relocate because there wasn't enough fans in was it Montreal where they played? Yeah, I think so. The Expos. I'm not too sure on that background, but yeah, whatever. But any other takeaways you guys got from the Wizards game? That's pretty much all I had. I think we were like definitely a game coming off of the Knicks
I,
game. You expect
the
them to
last
come out.
thing I like how Tatum has played during that game because he's been definitely been shooting the ball well. That's
Oh,
what I
yeah.
really like to see from him. Him shooting the ball really well, and especially like him getting to the rim too. Like because he's a big guy. Like he's got to just use his body, get to the rim, draw contact, and
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that's what he's been doing for sure. And he looks definitely, I think, the front runner for MVP right now.
I agree.
definitely. Yeah, me too.
Is it early though?
Definitely.
Is it I said is it early because I don't want to like
It's definitely early,
It's
but
early, but
because
we know he's good.
he's got to go against guys like Jokic, SGA,
yeah,
Luca, Brunson,
Embiid
like
if
all these
Embiid
guys. Yeah,
if he yeah.
Yeah, but there's something. We know he's good. He's a superstar. We know that. You know what
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean? He's also young, so
Yeah,
watch
and
out. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
yeah, and
And bro's hungry.
he
He's
is.
hungry,
He's
bro.
definitely hungry from that
Especially
Olympics.
after the Olympics. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
definitely hungry.
yeah.
And now with that ring on his hand, nah, bro. He's trying
And
to.
especially too, like we got so much criticism after we even won, just like him not getting Finals MVP, his Finals performance, blah blah blah, his shooting splits. He just got just like crapped on for after the performance, and like it's just like
But
he's definitely motivated to have a MVP type season, and he's definitely showing that so far, and
do you
that's why we're 4-0.
yeah. And do you guys
You
think
know,
too? Do you
the
guys
number one thing I hated the most when he won the championship was like people posting him, like, him holding the trophy, like
Yeah, mocking him and stuff. Yeah, about
mocking
like the
him, like
Kobe stuff.
Okay,
the
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Kobe
tell you guys
stuff. I
something.
was like,
Look at that right there. Look at that right there. It says I got you today. People diss on his Kobe shit all the time. Sorry for the language. I didn't, but this is a sore topic for me because like I get it. I have an idol too. My idol is right up there, David Ortiz. I actually got to meet him. That's a story for a different time. But like,
can't relate.
you have an idol, all right? And if you get to like, if you have an idol, that's your person, you know? And like I
Yeah,
get the people out there who I get it. Some of the stuff, all right, you're like, all right, Tatum, but let him do his thing. If he is
yeah,
successful, is if he's successful and that's what he's doing, let him do his thing.
yeah.
Like why do you gotta hate on everything he does? Okay, be original, Tatum. Okay, do
I
this.
just see
Like,
I just see people on Twitter all the time too, just like constantly just like hating on him and stuff. I'm
oh
like,
yeah. That,
he's such a good guy. Like he's a good family guy. He's a great basketball player. He loves the fans.
yeah,
Like
like him
he's a
copying.
winner. Like yeah,
Yeah,
like how are you gonna just like criticize him for having an idol and like having a person who literally he trained with? He literally trained with Kobe. I think it was what? It was like his rookie or second year. He was like Kobe was showing him stuff. Like how are you just gonna like criticize him for that? Like
and
let him just do what he wants to do. Like
yeah,
you know.
and another thing about it too is like back to kind of Lewis's topic too. He had a why don't people highlight the negatives too, but he had a very successful off season too. He was 2K cover for 2K25. He Sports Illustrated.
Like
What else?
Gatorade, I think Gatorade
Yeah, something like that.
commercial, I think.
Yeah, but like see the thing is like he's having all this success and people are doing the negative stuff and like people are like, "Oh yeah,
It's
he's
just
all this
haters.
stuff."
They're
It's
just
all haters.
haters.
It's all
Just
haters.
haters.
But I even
Just
hear Celtics
haters.
fans say it too. Like, come on, cringe, Tatum, stop being cringy, be original. Like,
Yeah.
you're a Celtics fan and you're dissing on your superstar. Do you want him to
Yeah, on
leave?
your franchise
Do
player.
you want him
Yeah.
to
I mean,
leave?
yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Personally, bro, Tatum has been my favorite player since
yeah,
the day he got
I got
drafted.
I
Like,
got the Tatum jersey on right
and the
now.
thing is too, like I have a thing for Duke players. I like Duke. I just like their players that come out of Duke or whatever.
Thank you, Conboy.
And like
Just had to throw it out there. But I
and
do.
and like I've been defending Tatum for years, and it's just been up and down road, up and down road. And like when we finally won a championship, I'm
the
like,
hate gets even more. There's more.
yeah, it
Like,
gets
what do
even
you
more,
expect
which
him
is
to do?
crazy.
Do you expect him to win every MVP every year? Do you expect him to
No,
win 20 championships? Like, what do you expect
he's
from
definitely
one
gonna
guy?
win at least one MVP.
I think so.
His
I think
score
so.
at least one. And I think it's gonna be this year. I
Yeah.
really think that at least top three
At least, like,
in the
just
race.
Yeah.
in his form this year. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, he doesn't have like that hitch anymore where he like humps the ball. Like he literally just like flicks it. Like he
It's
has a way smoother release, and you could tell the ball's been going in. You can just even tell when he shoots it. Like the ball just looks just smooth going in the net. Like
Yeah. But the big thing about like those haters, like almost all of them are Lakers fan.
I
Like
don't even think it's that.
posting those stuff, and there's like Lakers like
yeah,
profile and stuff, and
dude,
I'm
they would
like,
love to
bro,
have Tatum.
they're
They would
just
love to
Yeah,
have
mad.
they would
Tatum.
They're
love.
just mad because they were
Yeah.
watching. You know what I mean? They were watching.
Can I tell you guys another funny thing too? I've had a Celtic fan page on TikTok, and these guys will talk crap, right? And they'll like say, "Oh,
Yeah,
you're a young kid, I bet." And I'll go to their profile, and they're like 10 years old. It's like, how did your parents even allow you to have TikTok? Like, you're too young for a
yeah,
phone,
yeah,
and you're
yeah,
trying
yeah,
to talk
yeah.
this smack. Like, you're too young for a phone. But like, it's also too those like hyped up people. Like, all right, I get it. Just leave Tatum be. What has he done to your life?
I
Has Tatum?
know.
I get
Nothing.
if there's a personal connection. Like, what has he done something that has really affected your life? Maybe be too good. Maybe he's beat your teams. That's why you're salty. I'm just saying that. I'm just saying
Yeah,
that.
especially when
I'll get it. Okay, I'll get the hate if it's like a Sixers fan or something because he literally owns the Sixers. We own the Sixers every year, so
Yeah,
like I get that. But like
but Sixers fans just hate the Celtics, you know.
they
especially
they're
also
just
when
irrelevant.
you
Oh,
know like this guy just won his like first final ever, and he's like happy as hell, and like he's copying Kevin Garnett. But I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah,
let
it's
I'm
him,
like, bro,
let him, and he changed it up. He didn't say anything's possible.
I know.
We did it. It's different sayings. Like I get it if he was like, we did it. Wait, he did say it. He did say we did it. But the main part, he said, no, wait, he did say we did it. He didn't say anything is possible. Sorry, I mixed it up.
But he's not thinking about Kevin Garnett at that time. I
Maybe
will tell
a
you
little
that.
bit, but like
You think so? He
that's
just
raw emotion.
won.
That's raw emotion. That's raw
yeah,
That
emotion.
came from him.
That's his heart.
yeah. The thing is, too,
Yeah.
after he won, like I saw like at like a party or whatever, like they were, I think it was like the day after Miami when they went down to Miami to celebrate or whatever after
Yeah,
the
drop the
championship.
mic.
Yeah, yeah. He was like, um, what would we do if we didn't win? I guess we'll never know or something. I guess he like
But
so he was like mocking like movie
everyone
quotes
does
and
that.
stuff.
Everyone
Everyone
does
does
Everyone
that.
does
Corey
that.
Seager did
Even
that in
The
the year
heat of the
the
prior with
moment.
the
MLB.
Texas Rangers.
Yeah,
Everyone does that.
Houston
Everyone.
did Houston did it, and
Everyone.
the Texas Rangers did it back when they won.
Everyone does that.
Yeah,
Everyone
literally.
does that. Everyone. So you like it's like
but Tatum is a famous person. He's really popular. You know what I mean? Of course, you're gonna hate more on him. You know what I mean?
The
you
big
hate
thing
on
is
the
too,
like
he's
Tom
definitely
Brady.
hated on too. He's definitely hated on too because it's Boston. People hate Boston because they always
Yeah.
win. So it's like,
Oh my
City of
god.
champions, baby.
yeah,
Champions.
literally.
That's why they had to
Especially like
suck this
like
one.
Philly fans, like New York fans, like Laker fans especially, like they just hate on him. Like any one of these teams will, or any one of these fan bases would love to have Tatum on their
Oh
team
yeah,
for sure, bro.
100%. And another takeaway too is back to the finals more. A lot of the teams haven't won a championship, and that's why they talk crap. And they say, "Oh, why does he do that?" Well, your players haven't won a championship, so you would never know what that would be like. I guarantee if a lot of their players won a
I mean,
championship, their stars
yeah,
would be doing, like known things too, like it's I don't
yeah,
know.
and like Philly fans have like no room to talk too, because like Embiid
Yeah.
hasn't won anything. This guy can't even stay healthy throughout the regular season, and you're talking
Oh,
crap about Tatum. Like
They
yeah.
better
they
get
literally had a
ready.
chance to draft him. They drafted who they drafted over him. They drafted Marco Fultz over him.
They did, they
That,
did. Oh my,
that guy can't even shoot a basketball.
is that
Like
guy?
it's bad.
Wait,
He's on the Magic.
yeah, but
He's on the Magic.
he barely made the team this year. No one wanted him, if I think
Oh
correctly.
no, he was a free agent, right? Wasn't
Yeah,
he a free
and no
agent?
one wanted him till the end of the season. No one wanted him. Like not
What did
the
he sign with? Did he sign with
uh,
a team?
he signed with the Magic again, but he's like I think on
Oh,
a contract too. No one wanted him.
yeah, he's on the Magic.
No one wanted him. Uh,
Did you see the rookie season where it was versus Celtics? He was like shooting the ball and like he had like the weirdest like release shooting the ball. Like he couldn't even like hold the ball and shoot it right. Like I
yeah,
was like, this is the guy that got drafted before Tatum. Like that's insane. Like
yeah, no. All right, so
But I'm not gonna lie with you. All the haters, this message right here, what I'm gonna say is for the haters. Get
oh,
ready because we're going back to back.
race.
You're gonna be watching on TV, like mad, like you're gonna be watching Tatum, and this trophy this year. That trophy belongs to Boston again, bro.
Yes, sir.
Especially,
Yes, sir.
especially
yes,
how the
sir.
Celtics are
I
feeling,
like the
bro.
mindset.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Motivational
it's
advice.
never been this positive before.
Yeah,
Yep.
Never.
we look great. Obviously, it's early, but we look good.
Everyone's
Yep.
getting smacked.
Oh yeah. All right, so really quick, let's go into the Pistons game now, just to mix it up a little bit.
All right.
Celtics. Whoa. Whoa, I'm
That
like
game was tough.
that
That game
game
was
hurt
tough.
me. Like, all right, so I was talking smack about the Wizards game, and then come what night was this? Like, I don't remember what night it was, but it was
Saturday.
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 Saturday night. Come Saturday night, I'm watching this game. I'm like, all right, we're doing good. 40 something points in the first. At halftime, we look great. We look like, yeah, there was a few mistakes. We weren't playing like there were a few mistakes. Obviously, like I've said before, teams make mistakes. But then we come into the third and we looked like last year's team at like when we were struggling, you know?
Yeah.
Like when we were
Yep.
struggling, it was in the third. And we threw that game away in the third, and we almost lost to the Detroit Pistons. All right. I'm not talking smack about them. I've been defending the Pistons. I think their team looks a lot better than last year, 100%. But I'm
Oh
saying
yeah. 100%.
we just beat the Knicks by 30, and now we're about to lose to the Pistons. What? What? All right. So I know you guys didn't really see that, but any
But
takeaways from that game?
yeah, this is like what I said earlier. We beat the Knicks by 30, and like we're
Was by
expecting that.
20?
We gotta think
Yeah.
about like it's a long season. These are like they matter, you know what I mean? But you also gotta realize like sometimes it cannot be like this like the next game. It cannot be like that all the time,
Uh,
especially if you're trying to play the whole season.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, especially for
Yeah,
sure.
because it's just like it's just you gotta like come to reality sometimes. I would definitely take those type of performance in the playoffs when they matter. And
Yep.
you could tell that it mattered on opening day. You could tell.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Oh
Instead
yeah.
of instead of
I,
100%, they were doing 300. They were
I
putting
mean, yeah, definitely opening
300%.
night too. With the opening night, like they were just motivated, getting those rings, hanging banner 18.
Oh, yeah.
Like they
We were
were just
probably
like
Yeah, they were hyped
amped up.
up.
oh, yeah.
Like they were just like ready to go. Like ready to go.
And when playoff starts, when like it's time, they're gonna be just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the teams better watch out. But about the Pistons versus the Pistons, I'm not gonna lie. I really, even though Tatum was like the MVP for that game and stuff,
But yeah, but there's some
I'm not starting with him. Yeah, I'm not. I'm gonna start with.
He started well. Didn't he like he started well and then like he kind of like cooled off. I mean everyone did though. Like
but that pissed
White shot 6 for 14. Like
I
yeah,
we
really
struggled that
liked.
game.
like
Yeah,
White. Now I was watching that and I thought I made a big mistake choosing Tatum for the MVP because that's the game that I was talking about. White wanted it. Every time I see White, I thought he wanted it. And that was the game he had 3 blocks, he had 17 points, 6 rebounds, and
Yeah.
three assists. He wanted it that game. He looked defensively synced. He wanted it that game. And that was the big takeaway for me. I'm like, White wants this more than anyone. And then
Yeah.
Tatum, yes, he had 37 points,
30.
but
Yeah,
I feel like, I
I
feel
mean he
like
had 5 fouls though. 5 fouls.
5 fouls, he had a really good game, but
Yeah.
and I wouldn't, I would still give the MVP to Tatum. I think he deserved it that game.
Yeah.
Be the
Yeah.
stat
yeah.
line, but
Yeah.
a runner up is definitely Derek White for sure, for
Yeah.
sure.
And
then
like the thing is with White, like he didn't even make a three. He went over 6 from 3, and he still like impacted the game
yes,
on both
yeah,
levels, like literally
Yeah.
yeah, and
I
then
also
both
like
sides of the ball.
Al Harford. You
he
know
had
that's
impact
my guy.
shot 60%. He had a great game that night too.
17 points, yeah.
Yeah, he
It's
shot
just
sixty
crazy how
percent,
he's just like so for his age, man. Like it's
three
just
And he
crazy
steals.
also
how useful he is. Like still, like he's so impactful for our team, man. Like he just fills Porzingis' shoes like crazy, man.
oh yeah,
And like and Porzingis, we know what Porzingis is. He's a borderline all star. He's a top 5
he's
center in the league
I think
at
also
this point.
yeah.
Like literally, like and Al Horford shoots the rock as good as Porzingis, which is crazy. This
Yeah.
guy's been in the league for how many years now? 15, 16 years? Like,
I
which
Yeah.
is
think he's
nuts.
37,
He's
One
38, I think. 38.
38. Yeah.
someone look that up real quick. I'm curious, but one thing I
Wait,
do
look what up.
how old he is because I am curious.
He's 38. I'm pretty sure he's 38.
Oh, okay, all right. But one thing I do need to point out too is another sneaky person you had on this stat line too was Peyton Pritchard, 19.
Pritchard
So I
again.
was
Yeah.
about to
I was
mention.
about to say that. Yeah.
It's like he's impacting the game in major ways, you know? Like
As of right now, he's my
He's
six man of the
doing
year favorite.
yeah,
As of right now.
he's
I
doing
put
a
him
lot of
there.
I don't.
things.
I haven't really been following other games. I mean, a little bit, but
I
like,
yeah, I haven't really
I
usually
really
I
think
do.
that
Usually I do, but
he's
this year.
been the best bench player so far
Hmm.
because every game this
I
guy's dropping at least 12 points a game, at least few
uh,
assists, and his defense too. His defense is overlooked too because he's a smaller defender. Like he can play defense. He's a scrawny he's a scruffy little guy. Like he could like defend. He
He
shoots the
fights for
ball
those
well.
rebounds too.
Yeah, like
It's like
he's tough, man. He's tough. He's a winning player.
he's like a
would
six.
you give him more minutes, or would you keep him like how he is right now? Because he's doing a good job how he's doing right
I
now.
would
I would keep him. I would keep him where he is right now.
yeah, but
I think.
when he's having a good game though, give him more minutes. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Uh,
think did you guys say what you guys wanted to say against the Pistons? Like, can we move on to the Bucks game? I feel like there was much to say about that because I do have.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we wrapped up that, but one thing I do want to say, just to start off the Bucks talk, like, all right, we talk about the Pistons. We know what happened against the Pistons, but the
yeah.
Bucks in the first half, it looked like Tatum and Brown did not want to be out there. All right, they were doing awful, and the stats prove it too, and you saw it watching the game. It did not look like they
Yeah.
wanted to be out there. I think it was because the defense was well matched up against them, because you see it last year too when the Bucks blew them out. But the thing I want to say is Pritchard. Pritchard looked just that
Oh,
person. And we were talking about Lewis and I
ridiculous.
in the recap. Yes, Brown had 30 points, but at the end of the day, Pritchard had the most meaningful buckets.
Yeah. Like especially in the
I mean,
first half.
an
Yes.
8 for 12 from three. Like he's shooting the ball at a ridiculous clip.
How many is there a way to see right now how many points he had in the first half? Can someone look that up real quick? Because the thing was if we oh wait,
I could look.
I think I
I
let's
think, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Brown had more points because he played more minutes, and he's
no,
Brown.
I think
He
the
he's
thing
he's Jaden Brown. He's good.
yeah. But
He's gonna get those points
yes, but the thing I think with Brown too is he had those points when it was over. Like
in the second
when we
half. Yeah.
yeah, if you take away Pritchard and don't put him in there, we're down and
Yeah,
we're
we wouldn't.
not
We would
coming
have
back
never
in that
won.
game. We're
We're
not
not
coming
winning.
back in that game. No, because we'll be down by 20 and I'm gonna say this, even though Milwaukee looks bad this year, I don't think we're coming back to a Milwaukee team like that by 20. Nope.
He had 19 in the first half.
19 in the first half. All right,
19.
so say we're down by 19 at halftime. Are we coming back from that? Hell no. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it right there. I
I
think
think we
we are.
definitely could, but probably
Could,
not.
for sure, but probably not.
We
Yeah,
we got ourselves into that hole. It's hard, like, to come back from that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yep.
Payne Pritchard actually kept us there. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And then the second half got better for Brown and
yeah. Brown,
And
I was. What was that? Yeah,
it's just the thing like with this team though too. Like when like maybe like one or two guys are having a bad night,
mhm.
one guy or another guy could just fill in, play well, and like we could still like be in the game or even winning. Like that's
That's
just
the
how
thing
good our
that's
team
so
is. Like
special
our
about
team
this
is
team.
we just have
Uh,
so much depth. Like
Yeah.
That's
Like Tatum and Brown could both like be having a really bad night, and like you could have White that maybe has like four threes at the half,
Oh,
I
and
am
you could have like Pritchard with like 15, and like we could still be in the game. Like
I am gonna
no,
add
yeah,
on to that. Though.
especially that's how you know that we're good because like think about it. Like
Not a lot of teams
we're
have.
we're humans here. Like I'm sorry, but Tatum is not gonna shoot like 30 points every game.
No.
You know what
no,
I mean? And sometimes this is like a championship team. That's how you know
yeah.
we're champions here. That's how you know it.
Even
Because
the best of the best had bad games. Like even like
yeah,
Kobe, like Jordan, like LeBron, these all time greats. Like even they like had bad games. Like it
and
happens. Like
yeah, like
it's
but
basketball. We're all humans. Like
they have like the people in their team to click the right buttons and to stay like in the game. You know what I mean?
uh,
They
Can I
have like
interrupt though?
Pritchard.
Can I interrupt though? Sorry.
Yeah.
Going with Kyle though, and Lewis. I do agree with that, but I think Joe Mazzulla chose the wrong people that game. Like putting Walsh in that early and
Yeah,
having
he
him
did.
suck.
yeah,
Walsh, I think he has potential. I'm behind Walsh.
I
I'm
do too.
about to go to a meet and greet, meet Walsh, but my car actually broke down right outside TD Garden.
Oh
Wow.
But
wow.
the thing I do gotta say is why was he playing that early in the game? You have all right, Tillman hasn't done good this season too, but like that's when you put in Kata or someone, you know? You work around that. You don't put in your
I
second.
just think he wanted a wing in there just to like fill in with Hauser being out. Just
Yeah, but
so
all right, but don't have him shoot the ball. I get those are wide
yeah,
open
yeah.
threes, but
Yeah.
those were
He's in there
ugly.
for defense.
Those
He's in
were
there for
ugly.
defense.
Yeah, but he was shooting threes. They put him in for defense, and that guy was
Yeah.
hunting up
0 for 2 from three.
awful of
Yeah.
threes. Like I love
Yeah.
Walsh. I love Walsh, but
Not a great shooter.
Didn't he
oh,
only get
he
one?
had a good
Didn't
play in the
he only
second.
had 2 points, right?
Yeah, two points. He
Yeah,
had a
2 points.
Yeah.
but oh,
Yeah.
wait, how much was he shooting? Let's go look at that because that was ugly. You know
He
that
was
was
0 for 2 from three.
oh, all right. So
Over
two
two for
threes.
three.
All right, that's not bad, but he was shooting also 33%. So
1 for
like,
3.
and
Not
how
great.
many minutes was he in? Let me see.
13. Yeah,
12.
that's not great.
That's not.
13 minutes.
Yeah, in those
This
minutes came in the first, you know? Those minutes were pretty much all like in the first and second, I think. Yeah.
You know, a better performance by him would have definitely like. I don't think it would have been this close.
I just think the answer for that was, you know, just not putting him in that early.
Might have like had a bad game, but Holiday definitely stepped up though. I will
Oh,
tell you that.
yeah,
for
what were
sure. For
his stats
sure.
for that game? Yeah, he had a great game too against his former team, you know. Um,
21 points, 4 for 7 from three.
yeah,
Good
shot.
game. Solid game.
58%.
Pritchard though was deserving of the MVP because he had 28
Oh, yeah.
points in 27 minutes, and that's the difference maker for
19,
me.
19 in the first half.
Yeah, and then 71%. That's crazy. And then he also had like it wasn't really a buzzer beater, but I saw something on TikTok. It's like Pritchard when there's like under 5 seconds left on the clock is automatic
Yeah,
or
he hit the three.
How
Yeah.
many minutes did he play?
27. And then Brown had 38. So Brown played 11 more minutes. Like
So yeah, what you do at this point? Do you keep him there or what?
Pritchard with his point
With
minutes.
the minutes, or do you want to see more from Pritchard, or you
I
want to
like
keep him there because he's doing a good job?
but it's like when games when he's hot, but there's games like against the Knicks he didn't do so like I
Yeah.
don't think he
Yeah.
did so
Yeah, I feel like he's definitely gonna have the chance, because they're not gonna be days off for people and stuff for
Yeah. Especially
players.
when like Drew's out or like you have
Yeah,
a guy out. He's definitely going to get more minutes and get a chance for sure.
yeah, definitely,
I think
especially him because he's not playing a lot, so it's
Yeah.
like he's not getting that tired, let's say,
yeah.
compared to Jason Tatum and Jaden Brown.
Oh yeah. Um is that all you guys have for that game? I think we looked a lot. We definitely turned it around in the it was different. It wasn't like the Pistons game. We had a crappy
Well, I
first.
want to say one last thing about the game.
Yeah.
Do you see like when Pritchard hit that three? What was it?
Yeah,
End of the third?
that's what I was talking about. Yeah, but
Yeah,
also
yeah.
about
You see Doc Rivers' reaction when after he hit it, he was
yeah,
like all disappointed and stuff.
I know because it's like that was funny.
I still can't believe they hired Doc. Like
I
that
know.
Yeah.
was like
I know.
that was just like
I don't really have it. I'm gonna look more into Doc,
What
but
about Tatum?
Tatum.
It was a rough game for him.
But like I think you see this
He
too.
turned it around.
What I said earlier too. I think the Bucks are overall just like their defensive scheme is good against Tatum and Brown. And then
Oh
Brown,
yeah,
I think Brown he did change up his play in the second half, and that's why you saw him being more aggressive, you know? With
Yeah,
Tatum, he went with the same scheme, and I don't think it was necessarily that he was failing. I think the defense is just good against them.
yeah,
They stand around Tatum and Brown. That's their thing. They're like, all right, if we eliminate them, then who else they got? And we got a
yeah,
whole team,
yeah.
baby.
That's the thing I
Oh,
was
yeah,
saying before. That's the thing I was saying before with like the depth of our team. Like if someone doesn't have it one night, like Tatum didn't have it that night.
yes.
Brown stepped up with 30 points. Pritchard stepped up with 28 points, and then you got Drew Holiday with 21 points, four for 7 and 3. Like you have all these weapons that we got. Like
we
Yeah.
got White,
this,
Derek White, Al Harford.
Sam Hauser when
even
he's
Horford
healthy.
with 10 points, 2 for 2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we're not even missing Hauser.
Yeah.
No Hauser, and then no Porzingis. Like, and we
Yeah.
still
And
have
it's
our
scary.
best three point shooter coming back, and we literally have a top 5 center in the league coming back.
Yeah,
So it's like
it's gonna be
it's
scary once
scary.
for sure. Um, yeah, but I think they flipped it around in the second half for sure. They looked a lot better.
yeah.
Yeah. But
Definitely,
I think
definitely.
that's it for the Bucks. I wanna really quick. It's old news, so let's get right into it. The first podcast it was surrounding Lonnie Walker. All right, and unfortunately, he did not make the Celtics team, as you guys have known. But he also declined Maine, which I was kind of like, it's the right move, but I wanted to see him play because I'm literally right there. But
I
The
think
right
he
move for
deserves
his
better than that.
career.
yeah,
He
what?
he he definitely deserves better than playing in the G League. I think so. I mean,
Yeah,
I think a team's definitely gonna pick him up, or he
I
could always come back. I mean, I saw something on Bleacher Report saying that we could bring him back, maybe like
the
later on
one
the season.
I would be offended, me personally, because I don't think he's necessarily a Celtics fan. I think I don't know if there's any record on that, but would if a team like if you're working your butt off for a team and they just cut you like that, are you gonna want to go back there?
Yeah,
I mean, we
yeah,
have a lot
you
of
got a point.
good players.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
That's
have
the
a lot of
problem.
yes, we have a lot of good players, and I think like saying, all right, Lonnie, and I think he understands that though. Like I think he knows, all right,
yeah. And the thing is
Yeah,
too, like it's either if he actually wants playing time, like a lot. Does he prefer playing time or does he
or
prefer ring chasing more?
yeah.
Basically.
playing time to be honest. Because
Yeah.
think about it,
He worked
like
his he worked and worked and worked for a spot.
And I
So
think he won a ring already. He won in 2020, I think, with the Lakers, I think, right? Was he on the Lake? I think he was on that team.
I
hold on.
think so. Let me.
Yeah.
But
Uh,
I'm not gonna lie with you. It's just at this point, if he stays for the ring, I don't think it's
Oh
good
no,
for
he has
him.
not won any now. He didn't win the Lakers. I thought he did.
I think it's
Okay.
not good for him. If he's just chasing rings, because like
I don't
he
think he
he wants he wants playing time, just like basically for his career.
you know where I think he
Like
I
what if
think
he? Well, say it again. Say.
I think
Talk.
he's I hate to say it, but I think he's gonna end up with the Heat and it's gonna bite us. Like it's gonna be one of those
I
that's
could see the Heat. I could either see the Heat, the Bucks, or the Knicks probably.
it's gonna
I
be
don't.
one of those teams
I
that
could see the Knicks. I could probably see the Knicks because the Knicks need a kind of like a what is he? Is he like a small forward or like a two guard? He's like a
shooting
like in
guard, I
between
think
kind of.
he's a shooting guard.
Yeah, because the Knicks kind of
Shooting guard or
need
point
a guy
guard.
like that.
Yeah.
Like they kind of need kind of like a shooter off the bench, especially losing DiVincenzo in the cat trade. So I could
Well,
definitely see them
yeah.
picking him up,
We'll see, but
which
we'll
would be
definitely when we find out about Lonnie, we'll definitely keep you guys posted.
yeah.
Yeah. But
But
when we come back, we're like healthy, like all the players back. We're gonna be fine, bro.
yeah.
We're
So
Oh
gonna
yeah,
be
yeah,
fine. This
yeah.
Knicks saw us. Like play. We played against the Knicks, and haven't seen like
yeah,
they haven't seen everything yet.
and it's like who they talked about, all right, maybe trading Jaden Springer to keep him, but like would you get rid of Jaden Springer? Like I see a lot of potential from
I
him.
see potential in him. He's like a I can see like a Marcus Smart prodigy in him.
Oh
His
yeah.
defense,
Oh
the way
yeah.
he plays, like he
Yeah.
reminds me. I'm not saying he's Marcus Smart. Like no one's Marcus Smart, but he just like the way he plays, like his defensive style, like
Couldn't remind you
his
of him.
hustle. It definitely reminds me of
Oh
Smart.
yeah. All
Yeah.
right, so this is like a Halloween podcast. Halloween's tomorrow. I do want to put a little area on it. So a fun little thing we're gonna do is Lewis. I don't think unless you looked it up, but like, who's your favorite Celtics player that dressed up for Halloween? I'm gonna start off. I'm going Grant Williams as Batman. I love that, and like that made me sad. Like I posted a clip of him as Batman when they got rid of him. Uh, that one definitely is my favorite. Kyle, who you got?
I like Tatum when he dressed up as
Mr. Incredible.
what was it, Mr.
Mr.
Incredible?
Incredible. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, with Deuce.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
say him.
Oh, you saw
that
that
was cool.
one, Lewis?
Did you
Yeah.
see Brown the other game? It was the Bucks game, right? He was wearing
Yes,
like those goggle
I
things.
was gonna mention that because yeah, is that your Halloween costume?
I like that too. That's cool.
I
Yeah,
don't
that was
think that
pretty
was a
cool.
Halloween costume though. That's his normal fit, I feel like.
Bro's gonna win MVP, and he's
He's
dressing
al-
up like
he's always
Mr.
cooking up
Incredible.
the cool fits, Brown.
Another
Always.
one, yeah, you could have is Paul Pierce. He's had countless ones like
Oh yeah, the Buzz Lightyear.
the
Yeah, with
Buzz
the Buzz
Lightyear. He
Lightyear.
was like a
Yeah.
bug or something one year. All right, but let's get right into it. Let's
Wait. Tatum dressed up as Mr. Incredible
yeah.
because he's gonna win MVP and because he's incredible also.
Yeah.
Prediction, are we gonna see any jerseys tonight? Like not jerseys, costumes tonight. Do you guys think so?
I think so.
I
I
bet
think so.
Cornette. I bet if anyone, Cornette will.
Oh yeah, Cornette. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely Cornette.
All right, so
I saw
real
something today about Cornette, which was funny. It was like he got like a. They're talking about like the ACT scores or whatever. He got like a 34 on the ACT or something. Some funny
Yeah.
stuff. I don't know.
and
And
then
that's
they asked Lopez.
yeah. It was
Yeah,
like you got a 34. He got like a 28 or something. But do a
25.
34 on the ACT is insane. Or 25. Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy. All right, but really quick, let's get into who we got. Uh, so tonight, obviously, we're playing the Pacers, you know. Then Friday night, we got the Hornets, and then we actually play them again on Saturday. We have the Hornets once again, and then Monday that follows up to the Hawks matchup, and then either we're gonna see how this goes, but either you'll see the next podcast, you'll definitely see it before the Warriors game, but it's either gonna go Tuesday or we're gonna have it Wednesday again, like we did today. But real quick, I see I want to go over. We'll go up the matchup for the Pacers after, but what? First of all, what do you guys see our record being by then? That's four more games. We'll have 8 games by then. What's our record, Lewis? Start us off by next podcast.
We're playing three more games, right?
4.
Four.
Yep, 4.
Are we gonna play the Warriors before
No,
next one?
no,
No, right?
no.
Okay,
We'll,
so
we'll talk about the Warriors next week.
I'm not saying that the Warriors are gonna beat us, but I'm asking. Um, to be honest, I don't want to sound greedy. 8-0,
Yep.
8-0.
I'm saying it. Oh no, Kyle, you go, Kyle. I'll save mine.
4-0.
4-0. Yeah, we're going 4-0.
Yeah.
We're gonna.
4-0.
I hope to say it 4-0 by next one. Not 4-0. We'll be 8-0, but have 4 wins. I think we'll go for another, clean sweep. But let's
Yeah.
get into the Pacers because we play the Pacers tonight. We'll go score predictions because we're actually here right now. We're not going to post them though. But what do you guys got score predictions for tonight?
Boom.
Yeah, that was a good one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'll go. That's tough. I'll go Celtics 1. I always say they have high games. I'm gonna go 117 to Pacers having 103. 117 to 103. I think Pacers lose to the Boston Celtics.
How much?
Celtics 117, Pacers 103. You know.
Your turn, Kyle.
I see like 122 Celtics to 115 Pacers.
It's gonna be a good game. Eastern
I think
Conference
it's gonna be a high scoring game because
match.
both offenses are really,
Yeah.
really weak.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm not gonna change mine though. I stayed like that.
I think for me it's gonna be Celtics 128 and Pacers 112.
Yep.
Uh,
All right, can someone look up what we might have? Look up Sam Hauser, how he is. I think actually I'm looking right now. Hauser is
He's probable, I think. Yeah,
probable. Do we have starting lineup? I think it'll be the same though.
it's
Uh,
probably gonna be the same.
yeah,
will you look up Pacers because we have Miles Turner is questionable with an ankle. Um, and then James Wiseman is out. Other than that, Porzingis is obviously out for the Celtics. Other than that, I think you'll obviously see Drew Holiday out there along with Derek White with Brown, Tatum, and Horford. I think that's what they're gonna go with.
yeah,
You they don't really change much up with them. Pacers, I think you'll see Pascal. Tyrese Halliburton, it says questionable for Miles Turner, so we don't know. Andrew Nimhard, you have Obi Toppin, um, TJ McConnell, and Benedict Mathurin. Realistically, though, I think it's going to be a good game. Eastern Conference Finals matchup. Anything else you guys want to say? Any other takeaways? Just what you guys think tonight? Going to be a good game for sure. But I
Yeah,
think
I think it's gonna be a very
yeah.
good game.
And
Celtics
I
are
want to
Very good
see
game.
I want to see Tatum bounce back.
Are we
yeah,
home or away?
we're away. Yep,
Away.
yep. So Eastern Conference Finals matchup, rematch. You know,
Yes, sir.
it's going to be a good game. But overall, I got Celtics with 8-0 next time we meet. You guys agree?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 100%.
Tune in to the recap tonight. And that's all I got. What about you guys? You guys all set?
We all good, man.
Yeah, all good.
All right, go Celtics.
Go
Peace.
Celtics. Let's go.